Hello, motherfuckers. We're picking back up where we left off on last upload because I'm recording. Oh shit, I don't want to hit a mailbox. This road's kind of small. Yeah, I just made a video, and while I was talking about something, it made me remember my cringy 2025 arc. This is embarrassing. But again, I feel like a lot of my life in the past several years has been kind of, if not really embarrassing. But fuck it, I'm a person. And I want to talk about this, so we're going to talk about this. In 2025, 2025. I was but a wee lad. I was 22? 21 going on 22 at the beginning. Yeah, because I turned 22 in June. So, start off the year in January. I had quit the job I worked at, so I fucking hated it. I've done this many times, and while on one hand it might be dumb to quit jobs with no backup, I just kind of don't care because I don't want to put up with fucking bullshit. Like, I'll just go find another job eventually. But like, oh shit, bro's parents are home. Oh yeah, my dog. I can't say much more about that either. That's location information that I must protect and serve. No military. Shout out to the military. Not the Israel one, though. And not the guy who's bombing countries. Oh, fuck. I don't want to go on that tangent right now, because I will not stop talking about that. But here we are, 2025. I quit my shitty, depressing call center job. My mental health was fucked. Big surprise, guys. How much has really changed? My mental health was fucked because it seems to constantly get fucked. Especially in the wintertime, bro. My depression skyrockets like a bitch. I don't know why it does that. It just for real does that. And my shit will just go crazy. But I'd lost that job and I had some money, like nothing crazy, sitting on it. And I smoked, like, of course, because, like I said, I was fucking token it up, motherfucker, getting gone, getting geeked, all of that, tweaked up every day type shit, you know what I mean? It's how we were, getting stoned to the bone. Oh man, I'm driving past an area where me and my homie would box the car with carts, so this is like nostalgic, reminiscing on it. Yeah, so I think I quit smoking at a certain point. My brother cut me off because my brother was supplying the weed. I was being a bum fuck, which rightfully so, he should have done that. He was just looking out for me. But I was like going fucking crazy. My mental had spiraled. And, well, did I get help? Fuck no. But my parents were just constantly like on my ass about the job, which I understand they don't want their son to be a bum, but they were like, I don't know, they were saying some shit that just rubbed me the wrong way, and they just, I don't know. There is reasons that they say some of the things they say, and I understand it and it's valid, but some of the shit they were doing was just being a fucking dickhead, and that's just what it was. So that was going on, and I was applying for some jobs, but I got depressed and I stopped applying for jobs. So that happened. So I didn't have a job. I didn't get a job till like June or July. So that sets precedent. I was unemployed for like half the year, kind of bumming and coasting off money that I had till I couldn't anymore, and then I got cut off by my brother because like I didn't have this car until like late last year. which I'm so grateful that I worked and like actually put effort in and got this fucking whip that I drive now. I love my car so much, even if it has problems, even if the AC is fucked. Like, I'm grateful. Because before this, I had nothing, and I was using my parents' shitty-ass fucking Chevy that just had so many problems with it. Constantly having to fill the tire up, constantly having to buy oil because the oil leaked more than fucking Bonnie Blue on an average day. Like, that shit was cooked. And I was going through, oh shit, the other homie's parents' house type shit, bro. I wonder what they doing right now. They got a camper out front? Oh, damn. I said Bonnie Blue on the average day. But anywho, like, I was straight bumming, bro. There was a while I was just playing fucking Fortnite. Like, I had put a little bit of effort into music, and then I, like, stopped. And for a minute there, like, I was making these vlogs and shit. We were going to car meets because I was just cruising around doing nothing with my brother getting high. I had those vlogs up, but I kind of took them down. I thought about putting them up, but it was just a lot of us getting stoned. I did enjoy them, though, and I think there was bangers. But I ended up taking them down. But the reason I took them down wasn't just because, like, oh, yeah, I just don't like it. I didn't want to get censored by YouTube. I did think about that because we were showing, like, dab rigs and shit. And I don't know, I was just thinking too much about my shit. I've always thought too much. I still think too much. But anywho, like, I got to what was the month that I quit? I lost it, and I tried to end my shit in, like, March. I'm not gonna describe it. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was still fucked up, and I don't want to give anybody ideas. Because I know that there's going to be people that relate to this, that watch and are like, damn, I feel suicidal as fuck too. So I don't want to give you guys any ideas on what you could do. Like, we're not doing that. One day I may talk about, like, what happened, but right now I just don't want to. Brakes! 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 Yay! Holy fucking shit, bro. Anyway, let me move, chat. Let me move, chat. Let me move. Let me. I might go get a slushie from Bussies, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why. I just kind of want a slushie from Bussies. But, so in 2025, I had lost my fucking mind, and then I went to, like, some family event and recorded this video where I was like, guys, I just got sober and enlightened by God, and there's nothing wrong with doing either of those things. This isn't a mockery to Christianity or, like, religion or whatever. This is me being a fucking retard. This is what this is. I thought, and I mean, I believe in God. I say prayers, I do all that shit, you know. But I thought that I was, like, doing right, and I started following these, like, Christian rappers that nobody knew on Instagram. And they were, like, saying some helpful shit. I won't lie, some of them were doing pretty good. But some of them were just, like, in this group chat, just kind of, like, I don't know. They weren't even really about it for real, and I thought I was about it. So I was just kind of, like, rolling with all these people who, I guess, some of them were about it and a lot of them weren't about it. So I thought, like, just doing what they were doing and reading, like, some shit out of the Bible was, like, changing my life. But I was still bumming. I wasn't doing nothing. I was getting real fucking depressed. So, like, I got sober, which was good for my mental. Damn, that's a nice station wagon. But I was getting real depressed, so I was like, man, this is helping. And in a way, it definitely did. Like, there's good lessons to be read out of the Bible. And I think that it does have a lot to do with life and perspective and good morals. But the way I was doing it was just cosplaying a believer, and I fucking hate that. I look back on it now and I hate it. Like, I was like trying to not like cuss. I deleted all my videos trying to look Christian. I deleted like all the shit on my old Instagram to look Christian and like cosplaying this shit. And I started arguing with my dumbass, well, I say dumbass friend, that sounds rude, but low-key, me and my friend were both being dumbasses. What the fuck? Oh, I forgot you could turn here. That is my fault. This is a very strange turn lane, guys. But I started like arguing about it because like I made this page because I still was a music producer. Like, I never stopped being a music producer. That's one thing. So I made this page where I was just like, guys, God said this, and Jesus said this. Meanwhile, I wasn't repping the lifestyle. I was just being a fucking droid. I was trying to act like I ain't cuss and all this, and in some cases, I guess I didn't cuss on the internet. But like, I wasn't doing that shit. I was just doing that shit online. I was a fucking poser, bro. I was a Larper. And I feel, looking back at it, that this is mad cringe, bro. Like, I was getting into arguments about God with my friend and talking about all this dumb shit. Not that, like, again, I believe in God still. Like, I've always believed in God. Have I had my questions and my doubts? For sure, because it's very complicated. But I can't believe I was LARPing Christianity, bro. There's people who are actually devoted, and I was just a LARPer. I was a fucking cosplayer, bro. And then I got that shitty ass haircut. Oh my, bro, I had a mane. I had locks, bro. My hair looked good. My hair looked real good. Cut that shit off, bro. Well, I did that for a job. Like, I'd quit, but I'd smoked so many dabs before I got sober and did my little, like, wannabe Christian arc that made me delete all my YouTube videos, which I should, honestly, I may edit and repost some of those if I still have the footage, because I really like them. Obviously, I don't condone the use of, like, any type of substance, but I still had fun getting faded and going to these fucking meets and shit. They were fun. But then, like, I don't know, I was a Christian LARPer and everybody kind of noticed it. And they were right to, like, give me shit. But I just, in my mind now, part of me thought I was, like, doing it. So I was like, oh, I'm doing this now. And I'm really doing it. Like, I'm doing it. Mom, I'm doing it. So my parents thought, oh, he's really, because my parents go to church and they're like, about it. And I'm a fucking LARPer, bruh. So I thought going to church and, like, going home and being a lazy piece of shit, reading 2 Bible verses and playing fucking Fortnite was a lifestyle that I should have been living. What the fuck is that? Getting sober was good, because being sober is good, and that's a good lesson that the Bible teaches. I ain't hating on my stoners and my, like, drinkers, none of them. We all got our vices. Life is hard. Even Christians got vices. Lord knows I got my vices. But damn it, let me tell you something. I really thought I knew what I was talking about. I really did. Guess what I didn't know? Jack shit. And then, like, I was cosplaying this shit online for a while. And I did this for a while and eventually got a job. that I had from July to December because I was not fucking with that shit, so I left because I just don't be dealing with shit. I'm definitely handling things on how I deal with my jobs better this year because I'm really trying to like make some money up until I can make some money off of the tube and off of the Twitch and off of the tunes, because I know that I'll prosper doing these things that I love, and I say that, and I do thank God literally for putting that in me to be able to do these things that I love and care about. I can't do that shit alone. But I was LARPing it, bro. I was LARPing it. It was embarrassing. I was going around doing all the traditional Christian LARPer shit, where I was like, I'm a good boy now. I was like, we're all sinners. I'm a sinner. Homosexuality is a sinner. Like, just saying random ass, like the 5 random points that every Christian wannabe LARPer posts, and I hated that. Why did I do this fucking stupid shit? I know people who are really Christians that are just like the most loving, wholesome people ever. And they really do be caring about people and like showing love. And I'm just LARPing, saying sins and Bible verses to random people who don't give a fuck. What was that helping? Who was that helping? Literally nobody, bruh. I was literally just yapping to a brick wall. And I did meet some cool people off of it. Honestly, I don't even talk to them no more. Because honestly, like half of them were fucking LARPers too. I hope they find happiness, and I hope if they're really looking for God, they find God. But bro, I was definitely a mad Christian LARPer. I don't want to pretend. I was acting one way on the internet, thinking I was actually doing something. In reality, I was just a cringe sped, and I looked stupid in real life to people that knew me. Genuinely. Some of them were kind of supportive, but actually, what in the fuck was I doing? It caused me to have a falling out with one of my friends. But there was more layers to it than that. I mean, me and bro are cool now. But I genuinely thought I knew what I was talking about, and so did he, because we were actually both dumbasses in that situation. We were both just being dickheads and spewing nonsense at each other. And, like, just attacking each other. Which is the opposite of what the real Christians are supposed to be doing. Don't be a LARPer, bro. Not a Christian LARPer. Especially not that. I became the type of person that made people want to avoid and duck away from finding God. That is the exact shit that makes people not want to find God. The exact reason a lot of people have religious trauma is because they just like spew bullshit, and they ain't that. And eventually one day I had enough of it, and I felt ashamed to, like, I guess in my mind, go back. But I wasn't even going back because I was just fucking LARPing. It's not like I was really devoted. Fuck no, I wasn't devoted. I was a capper, bro. I was a droid. I was a meme. I was a goofy. Everything in between, bro. That's what I was. And I can't even cap about it. I can't lie. Can't sit here and be like, well, actually, I was a good Christian Samaritan. I was doing so wonderfully. That's not really how it went down in the south side of town. I was some bullshit. And I know I said that a lot. But like, I genuinely was posting these videos. If I remember while editing and I don't just post, because I post a lot of these just as they are, right? like just raw. If I remember to edit this one at all, and I still have any of those clips in my phone, I will post the fucking videos in this video to show you the kind of shit I was posting while LARPing Christianity until I got a job. And then I got a job and I stopped and I abandoned it entirely. It's because I wasn't about it. I wasn't bad about it. Okay, chat, what is going on? I'm going this way, twin. Twin turbo on a bike. Man, I'm at Buc-ee's right now, and this is a fucking mess. I'm gonna park in my old parking spot. It's gonna trip this guy out. I used to park by him too. Holy fuck. He's gonna be like, why is this fucking retard here in the Volvo wagon? Jeez, man. What the hell was wrong with me? What possessed me to be a Christian LARPer, bro? That was a very embarrassing time in my life. And we've laughed about it a couple of times. Me and the boys have. Rightfully so. Because holy shit, that was bad. What the fuck was I talking about? I would sit there for 30 minutes and ramble like I do now, but I would be saying nothing. Be like, God save me. And then I'd go back to fucking gooning and playing Fortnite. That's embarrassing. Do you think I want to tell you that I was playing Fortnite and gooning while reading the Bible? Bro, no. That shit's fucking rolling up the window for that. That's the type of fucking loser that I was in 2025. And I'm saying this because it can help somebody not be that. I was fucking cranking my chain at least a couple times a week while pretending to be a Jesus jammer. Who in their right fucking mind does that, bro? My mental was so cooked that I thought that was cool. That I thought, this is the way. And then I met all these people in this group chat and I'm like, this is the way. This is what I have to do now. This is how I have to be. Guys, I'm LARPing and now gay people think I hate them because I'm posting Bible verses and being an asshole. What the fuck? Who the fuck does that? Me, apparently. Well, I used to. I don't do that shit anymore. Ugh. Ah. And the thing is, I never hated gay people. That's one of the main things brought up in, like, the Bible because of, like, some of the shit it says. And I made a couple of my friends not like me because I was a fucking LARPing dickhead that didn't know what he was talking about, and then I posted it anyway. Because for some reason, me included, always got to post the same 5 fucking points. Because Christian LARPers, like I used to be, they don't know what they're talking about. I didn't know what I was talking about. So what do? You resort to the 5 things that you heard came out of the Bible that you didn't read the full context on or know. And then you're just telling people that they're a sinner. But you're a fucking sinner too. And I'm a fucking sinner too. What is, bro? That shit was so stupid. I snapped out of it and then I deleted all those videos and people were asking me what happened. People were asking me like, what'd you do? Like the devil's getting to you. Bro, the devil got to me by making me fucking LARP Christianity, bro. Because I wasn't really doing it. The Christianity, the proper Christians I know, the people that are good with it, the ones I grew up around, like my granny, they're full of love in their heart. And whether something's a sin or somebody's a sinner, she's like, everybody's a sinner. And that's what I learned to know. And that's what I've always known. But for some reason, my stupid fucking brain decided, not today. It's time to LARP. Dude, holy fuck. That was mad embarrassing. That was one of the most embarrassing stages of my existence. That was about as embarrassing as me in high school, bro, and middle school. Like, I was cringe, and then that was just cringe, too. I genuinely thought I had to give up everything to LARP. Not to follow God, but to LARP following God. goofy ass cosplayer. Like, that's what I was. I was an embarrassment to real Christians and an embarrassment to just people in general. And for some reason, I thought that that's just what it was to be a Christian. Even though I know that's some fucking phony bullshit now, and I like actually used my brain and my thought process, and I see 2 Buc-ee's droids. I gotta wipe back into their shitty job. I wonder if I know either of them. There's no telling. I don't care. Anyway, I used to work at this Buc-ee's, bro. This was the place I got a job at after I was LARPing for like 200 years. That shit crazy. Nah, bro, these are new people. I ain't never seen neither of them. Anywho, yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else. I stopped doing it sometime after I started working at the Buc-ee's. The Buc-ee's was a horrible experience, or I'd still work there, because they did pay pretty good. But I said, fuck that shit. But that's a topic for another time. Anyway, I eventually logged back in and started, like, posting. But by that time, I think the damage was already done, and it took me up until this year to realize I needed to restart. So I just restarted on a new account. I hated it. I was connected to all these LARPers. I was connected to some cool people, and I'm sure if I need to, I can find them again. But, like, I'm not gonna sit there and try to pretend to be a Christian, bro. I'm just not going to. That's exhausting, and I hated it. Do I believe in God? Yes. Do I pray to God? Yes. Does it help me? Yes. Do I struggle still? Yes. Is life complex? Yes. Does pretending to be like a church-going Christian do anything for society besides bring yourself and others down? No. You just become the root of the problem, and that's what I was. Instead of dealing with my problems, I just fucking cosplayed something that I wasn't really about. And that's just what it was. I did read a lot of shit out of the Bible, and it was really cool. Like, the stories are very interesting. Like, the ones that I read. They're about, it's like a history book, bro. It tells, like, shit that happened a long time ago. And it's really cool. But, like, bro, I wasn't doing shit but cosplaying. Again, I know I've repeated myself so many times, but I just want to make it a point to not ever do that, bro. If you really want to, like, find God, you should go search for God in your own personal time. And yes, people can help you do that. But don't just immediately just try to become like this wannabe. Like, there's this guy that I used to watch. There's this Cliff guy and this other dude named, like, Bryce or something. And they make good content. They're, like, Christian content creators with a lot of platform. Like, they've interviewed, like, a lot of people and done a lot of shit. And I think they have, like, good messages. I was just LARPing to try to be like them. I was like, oh, I could become a Jesus content creator and justify it. I could do that. I wanted to be a content creator anyway, so I'm gonna just make what the hell I want to make. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to drag Jesus through the mud because I'm a shitty person. Like, that was not cool. And to those, if anybody that I affected by being a negative Christian LARPer ever sees this shit, I'm sorry that I was like that. That shit was mad lame of me, and I'm sorry if I hurt you. Like, you can forgive me if you want to or not, but I know I was a very rude person, which is very ironic based on what Christianity's supposed to be. But a motherfucker like me I'm doing better now. Mentally, I'm still struggling because mental health is something I just gotta, like, figure out for myself. It's so hot. It's fucking hot. I'm about to go in this bitch sweating. Oh, the wind feels good. But yeah, no, that is how I was a Christian LARPer. And it was very cringe and it was very lame. And I was just trying to be a Christian content creator. In big air quotes, because I was a fucking loser. and I did nothing with my life but play video games and goon. And gooning is filthy as fuck. I hate it. I can't do that anymore. It just I got to a point where I realized I was a gross, disgusting loser, and I couldn't do that shit anymore. That's just, bro, I hate thinking about it. I actually hate thinking about it. But I grew the fuck up. Because I'm a grown-ass man. I got shit to handle, twin. And I got dreams to follow, twin. Just, bro, don't do anything that I did. That's the moral of this story time. Have a good day.